This is an educational video by Patanjali Rishikul, EVS 1 Social Studies, Class 5, Chapter The Advent of British Raj.
Good morning, children. We have already started the chapter The Advent of British Raj. In this chapter, we have seen up till now that how and when the European traders came to India. They came to India for trading purposes and how they moved from trade to the political control. In this, we have studied about the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar, which was a major turning point, and after that, not economically, they started having control on the political issues. Further, in this video, we'll see about the British policies, the unjust policies such as subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. Come, let's watch the video. Doctrine of Subsidiary Alliance. The East India Company was active in setting up colonial and economic rule in India. They adopted many unfair policies to capture such as much land as possible. The Governor General of India from 1789 to 1805, Lord Richard Wellesley used the subsidiary alliance system to bring the Indian states under the British rule. According to the system, the British would protect the Indian states from foreign threats while gradually bringing them under British supremacy. The Indian states had to disband their armies and allow British troops to maintain their states. This system was a calculated policy of the East India Company to control the territory. It also allowed the company to maintain the British Army at the expenses of the Indian states. The main principles of the subsidiary alliance. An Indian ruler entering into a subsidiary alliance with the British had to accept British forces within his territory and also agreed to pay for their maintenance. The ruler would accept a British resident in his state. An Indian ruler who entered into a subsidiary alliance would not enter into any further alliance with any other power, nor would he declare war against any power without the permission of the British. The ruler would not employ any Europeans other than the British, and if he were already doing so, he would dismiss them. In case of a conflict with any other state, he would agree the resolution decided upon by the British. The ruler would acknowledge the East India Company as the paramount power in India. In return for the ruler accepting its conditions, the company undertook to protect the state from external dangers and internal disorders. If the Indian ruler failed to make the payment required by the alliance, then part of their territory was to be taken away as a penalty. This was about the subsidiary alliance. Doctrine of lapse. English East India Company came to India for the purpose of trade, but their ambition of gaining more and more profit and resources pushed them into more political interference and control over Indian territories. Doctrine of lapse was an annexation policy of the British East India Company. It was extensively used by Lord Dalhousie, who was the Governor General of East India Company in India between 1848 and 1856. According to the doctrine of lapse, any Indian princely state under the sovereignty of English East India Company would be annexed into the British Indian Empire in case the ruler dies without a natural legal male heir or successor. The successor cannot be the adopted son of the ruler. When the last ruler of Jhansi, Raja Gangadhar Rao, dies in 1853, he left behind Rani Lakshmi Bai, his wife, and the adopted heir, Damodar Rao. Doctrine of lapse was against the age-old practice in India wherein a ruler with no efficient or legal successor or son could adopt a male of any age from the extended royal family, and this adopted son was appointed as their apparent and successor of the throne. This was why doctrine of lapse was regarded as the illegitimate. Many Indian states became bitter enemies of British, which was also the major reasons for popular revolt of 1857. After a long period of unrest and battles, Rani was defeated and Jhansi was annexed in 1858. The other kingdoms which was annexed by Lord Dalhousie are Satara, Sambhalpur, Jaipur, Bharat, Udaipur, Nagpur and Jhansi.